Hello, this is a supplement to an uncommentated video I released about additional Arm Center content, or the unused endless mode, or whatever I ended up calling that video. Wow, a video hasn't had my voice in it for a while. I just figured since this one is a lot more interesting, or a lot more intricate than some of my other stuff, that I would I'd just give some insight, some live commentary, because I know nobody reads the descriptions. All of your comments on my overpowered video prove that. And it's stuff like the unused Dark Bowser one kind of speak for themselves. But there's actually quite a bit to dive into with this one. I don't have a script. I got bullet points to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'm just gonna do a let's play of this.
Wow, guys, we're here playing Bowser's Inside Story.
So when I released that 5th stage of Arm Center video, it was obviously a joke. Turns out it was real. I didn't expect that. What on earth is that? Okay, whatever. Bit of insight. Whenever Arm Center turns into a rhythm game later in the game, it actually loads you into a different room entirely, and it has different scripts for the rhythm game stuff. But if you force the game to load you into this normal Arm Center room, there's actually data for 5 stages worth of Arm Center. I know, I made the joke about the actual 5th stage, but turns out there actually is one. But yeah, there's coin loss data for 5 stages worth, because you lose a different amount of coins for every stage depending on how hard the stage is. There's round data for 5 stages. So like each Arm Center minigame gets 3 rounds worth of ball hitting. So like for the Plaque Beach one here, the one that would normally go here, you hit the ball once, and then Bowser powers up. You hit it twice, he powers up, and then you hit it 8 times, and the minigame's over. There's that data for 5 stages worth, interestingly. But there's also a 16th entry in that list, which is 255, which is what you're experiencing right now. This is actually stage 6, believe it or not. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Obvious elephant in the room. What the heck are the balls doing? They've just been going crazy this whole time. That actually starts happening on stage 4, the Great Iron Ball stage. If you were to force it to load this room, they would actually be doing this the whole time. Which is interesting. And it also, I don't know, it makes more sense thematically. Like, there's a big difference between the Wiggler statue minigame and the carrot pulling minigame, where it turns into a rhythm game. Which, I don't know, those minigames are a bit close together in the story to justify that big of a change. But I guess it's just because Dimble would need more variety. It doesn't have much going for it, apart from the extreme length of the dungeon. But yeah, this isn't stage 5. This is stage 6. Don't know where stage 5 would have gone. Don't even have a clue. I don't know why it exists. But there was gonna be one. But this is stage 6. But yeah, this only has 1 round's worth of data, which is 255, which is what you're seeing now. It's not infinite. It sure feels infinite though. But the 255 hits data is the only data this stage actually has. Like, there's no coin loss data for this stage. You saw I got hit and I lost literally everything. That's not intended. It indexes the list out of bounds, so I'm assuming it's just reading like padding data or something. So it just read a really high number. But yeah, so it's clearly supposed to be endless because there's no coin loss data, implying that you wouldn't lose any coins on top of the really long round. Yeah, because I feel like the intention was, okay, it's just a really high number, but if you're on stage 5, like, don't even bother reading it. But I feel like this was just a band-aid solution where they're like, oh, we'll work on endless later, just make it really long for now. There's also technically a life mechanic, but I couldn't find much about how that works. I accidentally encountered it while trying to change this cutscene that Bowser's doing right now. Basically making it so that it's not relying on Bowser's room for data. Or that it relies more on Bowser's room for data, because I wanted to remove the tutorial. But that had an interesting side effect in that whenever I was beyond the first round of that minigame and I got hit 3 times, it panned over to the muscle and it soft locked. That's not something I could recreate in the vanilla game. I feel like that has to be a leftover from the endless mode, right? Like you get hit 3 times and something special happens. Even though it's not finished, it actually does count how many times you fail. So yeah. Gotta be an endless mode, right? You're probably supposed to earn coins from this or something, or it'd be fun. Something like that. And it's honestly a real shame that this didn't make it in, because this is really fun. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've just been having a blast, just mindlessly just hitting B, and B, and then A. Because I don't know, it's just like a fun zone out thing. But I guess to sort of expand on this point a little bit, there actually is a 5 technically. It's complicated when it comes to the rhythm game. There's no data for a 5th round. There's also no data for the 1st and 2nd round because I have a feeling the rhythm game was added way later. So they were like, we don't need to put in data for round or stage 1 and 2. Sorry, just 3 and 4. But it does actually, like, check if you're on stage 5. But, like, it has a few lists of charting data, and it uses your stage number to know which list to read from. But when it calculates which lists you're supposed to read from in stage 5, it doesn't actually do anything with that data, and it just skips all the chart loading in general. That's why it was so glitchy in the videos, because it didn't load any chart data. It also had no tempo data to go off of. That's weird. Why does that keep happening? It's like if I hit with Luigi while it's going at Mario, it hits as Mario. I don't know. But yeah, so basically it was just reading a bunch of garbage data, but there actually is 5 rounds worth of data in this version of Arms Center, and an unfinished, seemingly endless mode. So that'd be cool to sort of clean up and re-implement, which is what I plan to do at some point, but for now I just like this. This is fun. The Let's Play vibes are definitely creeping in as this is going on longer, because I've ran out of things to talk about, but I don't feel like stopping the recording because this is really fun. Yeah, I don't know. Check out some of my other videos about doing stupid stuff with Bowser's Inside Story and showing off unused stuff. And subscribe and like, I guess, and hit that bell. Yeah, I guess that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something, because that's the best thing you can do from my videos, is learn something, because I'm learning stuff and it's a lot of fun. Yeah. I keep stalling because I don't want to stop playing. This is really fun. Okay, bye.